Biker TV is brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Welcome to Biker TV. By bikers, for bikers. This week on Biker TV, the 46th annual Paris Vintage Bike Show. The first annual 9/11 Pam Vickery Memorial Ride. Family flat track racing at Welland County. But first, a classic 1946 Harley-Davidson with Artistry in iron.
Here with Biker TV, and just brought out a few of the old Artistry and iron collection of some of the more vintage bikes that we have. And there they are, and this is the old show. This is the original 1980 trailer that we used to go across Canada and pleased a lot of people, but we're sort of bringing every note in the open, starting to expose things again, and Biker TV was one of the first to be invited to film some of the bikes that we have. So enjoy yourself. This is another bike from the Artistry and Iron collection. This is a 1945 Harley, which only 555 were built. The going price on this bike when it was new was about $357 to be exact. And it was a hard find, but we found one and restored it. And it goes with our 1940s collection, which we got one of every bike from the 40s. And this was one of the last ones I had to find, which is a rare find. Like I said, they only made 555 of them. And this one's as pretty and as original as you can get. So I think we should all appreciate this bike. She is a sweetie. Done in the original paint. Everything's the way it would have come in 1945. The right luggage carrier, the genuine muffler. Probably one of the last mufflers that you could find that was genuine that I could find to put on it. And once again, motor all done, 74 cubic inches. Actually, the barrels and heads are S&S. They make a nice product that works good and makes them run nice. I'm still looking for an original speedometer. I got a repop speedometer in it, but one day I'll find one that's worth rebuilding and get it done to the right specifications and put it on a. Another thing that's really, really hard to find, the old 6-inch air cleaner, the small, genuine air cleaner. Finding the proper carburetor for these bikes is getting next to impossible. Like I said, they only built 555 of them, and the carburetors are really rare to find, and you're going to pay all the money for a carburetor. All the cables are inside the bars, right? All old Harleys had that up to 74 or something like that, and a lot of Sportsters still had them inside before they came out with the English-style throttle. Well, the shifters are all hand shifts up to 52, and 52 they came out with a foot shift, which was an option in them days, right? And didn't really take off for a few years, but they still made a lot of bikes after 52 that were hand shifts because the police were so used to shifting by hand and didn't care for the foot shifts until the newer, younger police force got into the foot shifts, and then they manufactured a lot more foot shifts. I guess the nice safety factor is that at all times both your hands are on the bars instead of one hand on the bar and going around the corner and shifting gears. It was the war effort, right? And they never spent time on combing or anything like that, right? A lot of times in These crests are all blacked out and the trim's even painted. One of the things I used to like doing was starting them by hand and just showing people how easy they'd start, right? And these bikes were very, very famous for starting easy, like one-kick bikes. But to me, this is as nice as they come. I don't think anybody could build a better one. But I'd love to take this one to Cuba someday and show my friends in Cuba what they should look like when they're original.
After the break, the 46th annual Paris Vintage Bike Show.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Be on national TV. Tour beautiful Kent County. Come ride for a great cause. The second annual Chatham-Kent VON Ride.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Special thanks to Kent County Customs, expert service and cool customs. CPN, custom engraving and powder coating. G. Bork, call for amazing deals. Bikertv Advertising. Call us for a quote. Toad's Cycle. Doing it right.
Laidlaw Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Dragon Jeans. The authentic motorcycle jeans. Bikertv rides safe in Dragon Jeans. Dragon Jeans. What's covering your butt? Closed captioning by the first annual 9/11 Pam Vickery Memorial Ride.
My name is Brock Hansler, and I've been a member of the VRRA, Canada's prominent racing association for vintage motorcycles, for 6 years now. We're here at what I think is Canada's best rally, the Paris Rally in Paris, Ontario, happily on Father's Day every year, so it's a bit of a present to ourselves. For years, the VRRA and the CVMG have shared a common enthusiasm for old bikes, old competitions. And at the VRRA, we specialize in restoring and bringing racing bikes out to the track as it was in the 50s, the 60s, and 70s. Twice a year, we hold a racing school for new riders. There's a lot of riders out on the street who've never been on the track, and it gives them a chance to get out there on their own bikes and feel what it's about. Guys with a bit more experience in the club take them out, show them the racing lines, and build up their speed and confidence over 20 laps, 30 laps. The biggest encouragement, we've got a 4-race calendar every year. 2014, our dates are posted on our site, vrra.ca. Just come out to the track. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you like motorcycles, you like competition, and you like good fellowship, you'll have a great time.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. So what brings you here to Paris?
Well, I've been a member of the CVMG for the last 30 years, and we just love coming out to the rally, bringing the kids, and having a lot of fun. It's great. Selling parts, finding parts for projects. We've been doing this for 30, 40 years.
What do you like about motorcycles?
That we get to go fast. Going on trails and going through puddles, that's fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Here, well, you get to see a great variety of the British, Japanese, American, European bikes. It's probably one of the largest shows in Canada for sure.
We've been coming to vintage motorcycle rallies since about 1978. And it's the old bikes and the people more than anything else. Well, I'm involved with the Canadian Motorcycle Hall of Fame, and the purpose is to remember people that have been involved in motorcycling over the years, that have become famous, so to speak, in the motorcycle world. Probably other people never ever heard of them, but that have done really well in motorcycling, or have contributed to the good name of motorcycling and public relations of motorcycling across Canada.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your bike?
It's a 1968, 70, something like that. It's an Alf Hagen drag chassis, and he made these as a kit bike, and you could buy that as a complete rolling chassis minus engine and tranny. Plug your stuff in, and you got a race bike. So I found it at one of the auctions in Daytona probably 20 years ago, and I just originally it was Vincent powered, and I put a Norton in it because I'm a Norton guy.
So tell me about your bike.
It's a 1953 BSA Super Flash. It's a 650cc engine. They were made for the American market in '53. There were 750 of them made, so they're very, very rare. One of the rarest of the BSA motorcycles. BSA wanted to get into the U.S. market, and after the war, they really wanted to get a hold of some of the U.S. market. So they brought this bike out, and it was kind of like a drag bike. And it sold well. I think it did well, but they only did 1 year of this, so that's why there's so few of them actually around.
So what brings you to Paris?
I just come here every year since I got into this, and looking for old bike parts and show what you built over the winter. And it's a '67 Ducati Monza. I picked it up about a year ago and sort of stripped it down, put a Benelli tank on it. I built the seat, polished a few things, and other than that, it's pretty well stocked.
Does it run?
Yeah, it runs.
You want to start it for us?
We'll see if it'll go anyway.
Stick around. When we come back, flat track racing action at Welland County.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
Task performance, so you want to go fast. Performance. Fantastic.
We take people that want to get into the industry and we spend 15 weeks with them and we prepare them to work in an authorized Harley-Davidson dealership as a technician. Harley-Davidson training. The sky's the limit.
Special thanks to Doc's Motorcycle Gear, a Toronto tradition. Dyno Tunes, motorcycle tuning experts. Biketoberfest, live to ride. Dimple magnetic oil plugs. Hip Cycle, where Biker TV goes.
Well, we started quite small, as most things do, by a group of gentlemen way back in the 40s that found that they all had a common interest in motorcycles and started passing each other on the road, flagged each other down. First meeting was at a gas station near Port Colborne. From there, they moved to my grandfather's farm in Shirkston, was the first clubhouse, and eventually, back in the 60s, we built our first true clubhouse that we owned here on 23 acres in Welland. Well, it's pretty darn exciting. There's really nothing like it. I mean, you put men on these high horsepower machines and send them around a quarter-mile track at speeds up to 80 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour, and put 15 or 16 on the track at once, and you're bound to see something happen, and it does.
Flat track? It's the greatest show on earth. It's fast, it's sideways, it's loud, lots of action. Anybody can win, it just depends on who's in the right place at the right time and gets to pass where they need it. Track's been here for 40 years now. We've been running races here. We run every Saturday night on June and July, and then we have a fall classic in September. We run flat track and speedway racing.
We are the longest existing club in the country for racing. We hold more flat track races than anybody. It's going to be a great night of racing.
I just like the speed. You know, I'm not really one for jumps and hills and stuff like that. I like to go fast. I'm a mechanical engineering student, so I'm not trying to make a hobby out of it, but I've just done it for so long. This is my 15th year now here, and we haven't missed a Saturday here in 15 years.
It's about the only type of racing we have around here, so it's kind of close so we can race. It's in 2008 RM85, and we put tires and lower
about it and asked me if I wanted to join. So I said, I'll take a chance at it. And I'm in the 85 through 250. I'm the only girl. Gives me a little advantage.
It's a good track tonight. In the straights, I'm wide open, and in the corner, I'm halfway. Then I got a new back tire, and I'm trying to go not too high and not too in the inside. It's my Cobra 50. I put the flat track tires on it yesterday. I just wanted the race.
I'm 13, first year on a 450. I came out here once when I was 6 or 5 or something, and I got really interested, and then I started riding at 6. So far I'm first in Canada, like all over Ontario and Canada.
Say hi to us when you see us on the road. Give us a wave. We're always out and about. Come on out to Welland and try one of our dirt track races. I'm sure you'll be hooked. And keep on riding. That's what we like to do, and we love to meet people.
We're Bikers Down, and you're watching Biker TV.
Special thanks to Universal Cycle. We don't just sell motorcycles, we sell motorcycling. The Border Crossing, where Biker TV goes. Kane's Harley-Davidson, Calgary, Alberta. The CMDRA, Motorcycle Drag Racing Action. Biker TV Advertising. Call us for a quote.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin, and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Atlantic Canada's largest motorcycle rally, the Wharf Rat Rally, Digby, Nova Scotia.
If you're at all interested in any type of training regarding motorcycles, I don't think there's a better place in the world. We're Canada's #1 motorcycle trainers.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine.
Join our team and go the distance.
Special thanks to Dukes, Harley-Davidson Sales and Service. St. Thomas Raceway Park, Motorsports Heaven. Hogtown Cycle, friendly sales and service. Biker TV Advertising, call us for a quote. The Doghouse Grill. Great food and motorcycle friendly.
Hi, I'm Angela Lesperance, and this week on Biker TV, we're in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia for the Pam Vickery 9/11 Memorial Ride. Kickstands up, time for some wind therapy.
Tell us about the Red Knights.
Red Knights are a motorcycle club for firefighters, retired firefighters and their families that just like to ride and show some of the brotherhood and sisterhood. Today we're doing a ride to remember the fallen firefighters from 9/11, 2001 that lost their lives in the tragedy that happened that day with the Twin Towers in New York, as well as the Pentagon and the plane crash in Pennsylvania. And we just want to make sure that people remember that day and keep it in their heart. Pam was one of the instructors on one of my riding courses that I was on when I went in for a refresher class, and she was a fantastic person. So when Jimmy and Bikers Down approached us to do this ride with them, we thought it was a fantastic idea that we could help support Bikers Down too.
For me right now, it's closure on a very fine lady, a very pioneer woman who was on the highway a lot more than most men, really.
Didn't matter if it was rain or shine today, I was coming.
Yep. Pam would have rode rain or shine too.
Amen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many people out there doing whatever they feel like it, speeding, cruising. Pam don't like that. Pam was 100% trooper, 100% safety course. That's what Bikers Down was meant to her, was 100% safety. And that's what Bikers Down is all about.
Pam was an awesome person. She was funny no matter where you went. There were, she wasn't made all up in makeup and dresses and fancy. She was a biker. She went to biker parties. She had a good time. She definitely was all about safety. I mean, the girl could drive a bike better than anybody I ever seen drive. It would be nothing for her to get on her bike and go to BC by herself. She put a lot of men to shame as far as I was concerned. But she was an awesome person. Pam was really.
We're going to follow Marine Drive, which is a beautiful little run along Lawrencetown Beach area, and out through Porter's Lake and through Lake Echo, back around through Eastern Passage and into this area again.
It's a celebration of Pam's life and what she believed in. I didn't know it would be this big. I didn't know the impact she had on people's lives. To me, she was my sister.
She brought so many people together, biker community or not.
Unbelievable.
It hit everybody really hard this year, I think, all the deaths on the motorcycle, and Pam in particular, since she was such a force in the community. So this is, a celebration for her. That's why we're here.
Pam meant the world to me. She was like a sister. She's basically introduced me to Bikers Down Society, but 4 years ago with her and Mark Rapita, they used to come to Ride for Sight. And I started going to the fundraiser dances, and then I just became a volunteer, and then I was asked to join the committee. She was so impactful on the community, and I loved calling her family.
This is a great tribute to the 9/11 people who died in 9/11 and Pam.
Look twice, save a life. Motorcycles are everywhere.
Thanks to all the supporters of the Pam Vickery 9/11 Memorial Ride. Special thanks to the Red Knights, Bikers Down, and Sobies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on Biker TV.
We all take pride in our rides. Send us a picture of your sweet bike, and it might be on national TV. 2 wheels, good enough for Biker TV. Like us on Facebook and check us out at bikertv.ca. We all take pride in our rides. Send us a picture of your sweet bike, and it might be on national TV. Next week on Biker TV, classic motorcycles with artistry and iron. The 2nd annual Puppy Memorial Ride. Family flat track racing at Welland County. And motorcycle art with Fido. Biker TV is brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
We should have met years ago when we were younger. Live life from a storybook to fill virtue's hunger. Running wild and living free, riding high on that carousel. So my love